Okay, here we have Jamal Mirza and Kaiden Rockall. How you doing, guys?
Good. I'm fine.
Right, just want to quickly ask you about, you got last year, May the 3rd, almost like the anniversary of Pacquiao and Mayweather, which was the day earlier, May the 2nd. You also had interesting fights, and it's the reason it was interesting is actually you did 12 rounds, and you're not officially allowed to. We had to go through a martial arts association because you was too young, and you did 12 rounds with no head guards. What did you think about the fights yourselves?
They were good. Jamal's and George, good. Like the way Jamal covered up, like the way George attacked, and Jamal attacked both. And mine against Callum, I like the way I did my skills and techniques, and I like the way he did his punches and skills and techniques as well.
Right, Jamal is right as well. You was considered, unfortunately at the time, you was considered as someone that was going to sort of get bombed out in 3 rounds, and and didn't. So you actually did really, really well. What was it? Do you have any tactics of that? I mean, we see from online that it was George came out massively ferocious and was really sinking, punches in by the 3rd round. I mean, everybody's wondered why you were still there. Even did you in your head? Did you go to pieces? Did you? What happened? What was your thoughts on it?
I was fine. My only tactics were just keep my hands up, not get tired, and then when I could, just go for him.
Yeah, and you did seem to really, and you nearly, I mean, it actually wasn't. It was a draw, wasn't it? Really, he kept his titles because of champion keeps the titles if it's a draw. What about you, Kate? You watching you online through that month from April. Right through to May, some of the times, half the times you had a really, really good training camp. Sometimes it didn't, you had nosebleeds and didn't look so good, and that, when people were worried.
Yeah.
But you pulled it off on a day. How did that go for you? How did that fight
I
pay
think
for?
my trainer Niall did really good with me. My stamina was good on that day.
Yeah.
And I think all that running and everything, just the bag work, everything just paid off in my training camp.
Yes. Okay.
And I don't know what happened when
I mean, you no tiredness at all at the end of 12 rounds. You both really went at it. We can see it wasn't like you were just tickling each other. You really both went at it. You didn't have head guards. You both got some good hefty blows in. And so you both pulled it off realistically. And I think he was probably a little less tired than maybe Callum sort of thing. But your tiredness level, your 12 rounds is just championship rounds, isn't it? Really, you was fine by it.
Yeah, I was fine. Yeah, I was fine. Didn't get tired in any of the rounds except from maybe round 10 when, I think it was round 10, yeah, round 10, when I remember slinging a shot. Well, I don't know which round it was, but I remember slinging a shot and I was like, what am I doing? I was like, I'm fit. And then I got my head round it.
And did really well. It was a good win. Jamal, as I said, it's the anniversary. Something's going to be done for this fight, really, whatever. We've moved to a new gym, so we was at another gym at the time. We're at another gym, well, another couple of gyms, I suppose, really, doing different things. We're all a bit wiser. Years on, people are not too pleased about with Pacquiao. I mean, it looked like you guys gave a better fight than Pacquiao did to Mayweather, so realistically. We made a good film about it as well, so that was just good, and a good educational film. But it's gonna, it's gonna come up. The rematch, a year or so later, into sometime in this summer, is going to come up. This time, you know a lot more. How would you fare? How do you think you're going to fare?
I think I'm going to do pretty good because I've learned a lot of new techniques since last year.
Yeah.
And I've fought George quite a lot more, so I can tell more of his, because he's got a new-ish kind of style.
Yeah.
So I can know it kind of more.
And Cade, Callum's going to be hungry for this one. He, he's sort of dipped and doodled a little tiny bit towards the end of the year into this year, so it's not whatever, but I bet you that he's going to do some massive amount of training for this particular one. And we went home a little bit upset on the last one. How do you think you're going to fare this time?
Well,
you fared okay last time, obviously you won, sort of thing, but what you?
I think I'm gonna come back stronger and with more skill, more knowledge, because I think I've got more knowledge, skill, than last
Confidence.
fight. and more stronger and powerfuler.
Yeah.
And all I really need to do is sharpen those things up,
Yeah.
like to the key, and work on my fitness again.
Yeah.
To get that on key as well, to
Yeah.
get everything on key, and maybe learn new techniques and skills.
Would you have any predictions, Jamal, on?
I'm not too sure.
No,
Actually.
no, because George is still strong and very dangerous, isn't he? You know, he's still someone. I mean, that
He's a
people
lot
don't want
stronger.
even want to fight. It's hurt people's ribs even this year, etc.,
Yeah.
etc.
And the size difference is a lot bigger now.
Yeah, yes, actually. So you would have to really, really use skill. Whatever. Cage, you may get, he's, maybe, I don't know, but maybe he's going to be massively aggressive and try and bomb you into a corner, try and make you not. I mean, tactical wisdom says don't let Kaiden work, don't let him rock and roll, don't let him, just keep on top of him. If he doesn't work, maybe the points won't go in. And we've seen a Scott Quigg fight with, Frampton just recently, which is kind of similar where. Someone threatened more than they actually did, for instance, whatever. So if you do you think you're going to get caught up in the ropes, or he's going to keep on top of you more, or try and hold you down?
Well, if I get caught up in the ropes, I'll move him off and up and throw punches in his face.
I think either way, it's going to be interesting fights based on last year's performance, and it's really good that a year or so later, people are still talking about it, and they definitely want to feel, and they will see what will happen this year. Thanks, guys.